One of the leading causes of marital issues and even divorce is stress and strife over money. We have some help today. Dr. Frank Summerfield and his wife Jonelle are the authors of Money Management Matters in Marriage, and they join me now. It's so nice to have both of you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So you've been married for 37 years,
Yes.
and you've gone from no money to lots of money. How have you managed to stay happily married and to make those transitions in those different stages of life?
Well, you know, we were in love when we first got married. We first met, she was 18, we got married, she was 19. Lived in a 2-bedroom trailer, renting that. So she grew up with no bathroom, outhouse, that kind of thing. I grew up in the city, project type stuff. So we knew poverty. Yeah. And we both got born again, and we really started reading the Bible and staying in church, and we started realizing that God did want us to prosper, that it was part of His will, in His plan. And we said, well, we need to really start applying some principles to this process. So we started making sure that we didn't spend any more than we brought in. We kept our outgo below our income.
Yeah. And we just planned, you know, everything that we wanted to purchase. You know, just if it was something that I wanted, I would talk to him about it, tell him what I wanted rather. And he would say, well, maybe not right now. Back in the day, we had layaway. Yeah. So we would lay away, you know.
We did too.
Until we could, you know, afford to get what we needed. So we just worked together from Jump Street, really. Okay.
The first chapter of the book, Do You Have a Good Working Plan? What does a good working plan include?
A plan, you know, the Bible says if you don't have a vision, then you perish. Yeah. And so you need something you can look at and see. And I always brought her into the equation. She could see what I was doing, and then we would look at it together, and we would follow that plan, and we would hold each other accountable and not deviate from the budget. It's amazing how people don't have budgets. They don't think a budget is necessary. You need a budget.
Okay. The last chapter is entitled Bad Finances Cause Bad Romance. Jonelle, a lot of people don't realize the two are connected, do they?
Yeah, they are very much connected. I mean, you know, if we don't talk about money and have, if he didn't show me what we needed to do, and we had bill collectors calling us, or, you know, going into foreclosure of cars and trucks being repossessed, then it's not going to be any sex and making love. I've got to have security. Right. You know, and by him being the man of God that he is, he's always had a plan for us, so I can see what we need to do. So I'm ready. I'm comfortable. I'm ready to make love. I'm ready for sex.
I think no finance, no romance. No money, no honey. That's really the way it is. Men can function a lot of times sexually, even if the bills aren't paid. But with women, they're emotional more, and they need the comfort of security to know that things are okay, they feel better. They relax, because sex is really mental for a woman.
Yes, it is.
A lot more than physical. Actually, men, it's physical, you know. And so if their minds are preoccupied and worried, they're not as willing to and don't want to engage as much.
You use scripture throughout the book to back up the points, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
And there's a lot of controversy over prosperity preaching, but you write that it is intended for us to be prosperous as married couples.
It is. Well, you know, one of the scriptures in particular, not trying to preach, but 3 John verse 2 says, I would above all things that thou mayest prosper and be in health as thy soul prospers. And soul really means your mind, how you think. People really a lot of times don't prosper because they don't think prosperous. And the Bible helps you think prosperous if you really read it. So God does want us to prosper. And if we work together, we can prosper.
No doubt.
Thank you both so much for coming in to share that message from your book.
Thank you for having us.